Welcome back in. Just this amazing, beautiful space today. Just looking around, just appreciating just the beautiful weather we're having here in Southern California. And this experience that we have outside of us, and just how we process that and what that means to us, and how we can move that experience inward and really understand that the world isn't out there. The world is in here, in our heart, in our minds, in our awareness. And just as I sit here today and just feel this appreciation for life, appreciation for you that may be listening in, and just appreciation for what's possible for us individually, collectively, it's just sometimes when you walk into a room and just that feeling of something's in the air. Maybe it's not something that's pleasing, right? Sometimes we walk into a room and we just feel that sense of anger or fear or other feelings that just aren't easy to deal with in a room full of people. But how might we in our life experience and actually introduce happiness into the air, into the environment? So again, just sitting here today, and just as you connect to this moment, how have you experienced just the moods when you walk into a room, just the tone of the room, and just this whole idea of just happiness being in the air? And what I mean by that is it possible for us to recognize, when we walk into a room and identify this sense of joy, sense of happiness, and connect to that and appreciate that and enhance that? But also, can we introduce that into rooms, into environments, and be that one that's the light that actually allows others to step into a bigger, higher purpose of themselves? We don't necessarily have to wait until the timing is right, because usually the timing is never right. If we can just come from a place of love, come from a place of growth, come from a place of possibilities, might we be able to introduce happiness in the air through our thoughts, through our actions, through who we are, who we're being. We've talked before about this idea that we're human beings versus human doing. So in each moment that you're experiencing life, you're taking action, this idea of who you're being, we've talked about that. So might the life of others be able to be enhanced or opened up for them as a result of you bringing happiness, bringing light, bringing joy into new spaces, or into spaces that maybe aren't necessarily conducive to that, but being open to integration. People that may want to be happy, you bring that happiness into their life. You bring that happiness into that room. You bring it just into the air we breathe. And it's up to us, right? Each one of us to take actions in our life that actually create change for ourselves and for others. And what might be possible in the world down the road if we all took on this responsibility of creating happiness for others and ourselves. Putting happiness out into the universe, out into the air, into a room, into a situation that may need it. Maybe you're the exact person at that right time that needs to introduce that thought, that expression, that laughter, that joy. So just what is your role in your life and others' lives to create that? Be the happiness. Introduce happiness into the air, into the world, and just see what happens. No judgment. Just be open to what's possible.